Hello everyone, welcome to Pirates Taurus channel. Today I'll be sharing to you how to install Razer Ripsaw for 2 PC setup, especially you are using high refresh rate gaming monitor on your main gaming PC while you're streaming to another streaming PC, whether it's desktop. In my case, I'm using a laptop for my streaming device. So two things I will be sharing today will be first, the quick plug and play using Razer Ripsaw, and then my experience when I've been using Razer Ripsaw for nearly a year now. Some of you may face problem will be when you try to fit your gaming video feed through from gaming PC to the streaming PC, you might face glitching or stuttering, especially on your streaming PC. Well, your gaming PC is extremely no problem at all. So if you have the similar problem like this, do continue to watch on. So let's have a quickly go through the device that is on my hand. So for me, I definitely use the audio 3.5 jack output to my earphone. I'm using the Logitech G663. So on another end, we can actually input our 3.5 jack microphone, but in my case I do not use that because in my own PC I'm using the voice meter, so could send my microphone audio from gaming PC to the streaming PC, where I can set as an additional aux output, then I can connect to my Streamlab. So on the device itself, you have a HDMI out and HDMI in, and then you have a Type-C connection, which is you connect to the USB 3.0 to your streaming PC. So if you can see here, I definitely put this as out as empty, because what I'm going to do is, if you go to the Razer Ripsaw website, this is the picture that I'm currently showing you. So you see this picture, this is our Razer Ripsaw. We connect from the Ripsaw device to our streaming PC through USB 3.0, while you see there is a HDMI connection. In actual case, it should be the HDMI came in direct from your gaming PC instead of pointing direct to the monitors. So you have a display port that is connected to your gaming PC direct to the gaming monitors, whether you are using 144 Hz or in my case I'm using 240 Hz Alienware gaming monitors. I just want to point out that there might slight misperception if you look at the diagram that published. So what you can see, the HDMI in here is actually an HDMI output from the GPU HDMI output from my gaming desktop to the Razer Ripsaw. So it will serve a purpose that is passed through maximum 60 frames per second that is this device can do. So we have additional display port, direct port from the graphic card display port to the gaming monitors. Because the device can only capture 60 frames per second, if you're having this device to pass through and then send the signal or the frame to your gaming monitors, you will definitely won't get 144 Hz. So in this diagram, that it actually asks us to extend our desktop instead of cloning. So how you're gonna do that? After you install all your Razer Ripsaws, let's go back to the Nvidia Control Panels. In this case, it's actually open. So go to change resolution. This is my gaming monitor, Alienware 2521 HF 240 Hz. This I'm running. So click the Razer Ripsaws. So these are the settings that we want to set. So after we have to set to 180p, so we click 60 Hz. And one thing to note that you definitely want to put the Nvidia color setting, and then you set it 32 bits, and more importantly, the output dynamic range, you need to set it as full. Why? Because in some of the cases you will see on our gaming monitor the color is so rich, so vibrant, while you're sending the signal to the streaming PC, all will looks like a bit washed out. So this is one of the reasons. So if you're having this problem, you definitely want to check this and put it as a full. So going to the setup multiple display, So one thing to know that if you see these two monitors is identical size, meaning that both we have it set at the same size. So in my case, my gaming monitor will be pointed as number 1. So we have an asterisk or the star. It just shows that this is my primary display. My second display will be my Razer Ripsaw HD. So after we set up the multiple displays, so let's go to, you definitely want to install an OBS Studio. So after OBS Studio, what you're gonna do is you right click and you set the full screen projector preview to as number 2. So which means that the Razer Ripsaw will be served as a secondary monitor. It pass through whatever the preview here to my currently the streaming PC. So in the streaming PC, it works as a secondary monitor to capture whatever my primary displays, whatever I'm playing, whatever I'm showing. So in this case, I don't actually need to activate the desktop audio or microphone in my case, because I am using the voice meter to pass through all my game audio, microphone, and even the Discord to the streaming PC. So in the diagram, they actually show us why we do not want to clone our monitor and what is the impact to when we are actually gaming. Of course, we definitely want to using the high refresh rate 144 or 240 Hz monitors. So if you look at my monitor now, it's actually run, and if you go to the UFO test, it will show you the multiple frame rate. So in my case, I have a maximum frame rate at 240, and then of course the count of UFO is actually up to us to set. So in the top line, they will show you the maximum frame rate that we are having according to our monitors. So what happens if you clone your display rather than extend it? And let me show you. So let's click either one, and we put it. We click the number 2 and we set clone with 1. So in this case, you will see both will be sharing the monitor, and if after that you hit apply, and the desktop will run by itself. So what happened now will be, I show you, I still on my UFO test. You can see the whole frame rate is no longer 240 frame. It went back to 60 frames per second. Because this is why, because this is the capture card, the maximum capture card pass through, we can get 1080p at 60 frames per second. So it also show you that do not clone your display, rather than use an OBS Studio to extend it as a secondary monitor. So while you still can enjoy high frame rate and capture the maximum frame rate that we have on our streaming PC. And I hope they will show you the differences between extend the display and cloning the display. So back to my streaming PC. So I'm currently showing you my Streamlabs OBS setting. So what you need to do is, whatever the scene that you are naming or different scene that I put, so more importantly, identify the Razer or the video capture source. You select as a Razer Ripsaw HD HDMI. Of course, this is how my Razer Ripsaw set up. So importantly, the resolution must be 100% met. The feed out from the gaming PC to the streaming PC, while the FPS set it to match the output. And then one more important thing is, we need to set the video format to MJPEG. So this will definitely solve your problem. While your gaming monitor, all the animation will be smooth, but you're having a problem stuttering or glitching on your streaming PC. So this will be one of the reasons. So I hope you definitely learned something today. So I'll definitely do my best to share whatever I've learned, my streaming experience. And more importantly, if you think this video is helpful to you, please like, comment, and subscribe. And leave your comment, let me know if this video really helped you. And more importantly, let's play, let's learn, and let's grow together. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.